Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. The undercard for Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk has been announced. You may have seen reports, and I thought I'd just go through the fights, just give a little cursory nod to each fight, because there are some good ones there, and there are some that you think that's a bit strange, but it's still intriguing. Do you know what I mean? Now, of course, we're all assuming, maybe we're not all assuming, that Fury versus Usyk will go ahead. I will believe it when the opening bell goes and they start swapping punches. Until then, I'm not saying it won't go ahead. I desperately want it to go ahead, but you just never know, do you? Especially with Mr. Fury. But the undercard consists of a rematch between Jai Opetaia and Marius Brides. This is for the IBF World Cruiserweight title. The first fight was excellent. That was the one where Opetaia had his jaw busted in two places. And it was a tough fight. Opetaia won it. Opetaia really proved himself. I actually thought that fight was so grueling that Opetaia might show some effects. It might have, like posted in his subsequent fights. It may have taken something out of him permanently, but apparently not. He is one tough guy, Opetaia, and he's got that sort of real nasty killer streak in him. So I'm looking forward to that. I do expect Opetaia to beat Brides far easier than he did the first time. Will it be by stoppage? It's possible. Opetaia is a very, very hard puncher, very, very tough man. But Brides is no slouch. You shouldn't write him off. So that's probably the main support, I suppose you'd call it. Joe Cordina, Anthony Cacace. Yeah, IBF World Super Featherweight title. Cacace looked good in his last fight. Cordina we know about. Cordina probably on his way to world level, slipped under the radar. And then he got stripped because of the hand injury, which was very unfair by the IBF. Then he won the title back. And so, Cacace hasn't proven it at world level, but we've all got to step up at some point. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to do reviews of some of these proper reviews later on, so I'm just zipping through them, really. We've then got Sergey Kovalev against Robin Sirwan-Safar. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't know much about Robin Sirwan-Safar. I don't know this guy. This is at Cruiserweight, and I think I'm right in saying that Kovalev, this is only his second fight at Cruiserweight, because he beat Kubrat Pulev's brother, who was previously undefeated in his last fight. And he didn't look too bad doing it. He seemed to be carrying that extra weight well, but Mr. So far so good. I don't really know much about him. I don't think I've seen him. I watch so much boxing, sometimes I say, who the hell's that? And then I look at I might just see a picture of him, the face, and I think, oh yeah, I know, I've seen you before, but I can't remember seeing this guy. So I'll have to look into that one. A really good heavyweight bout. Agit Kabayel and Frank Sanchez. Whoa. Now, that's one of those fights where you think, that's looking good. I like to look at that. But when it happens, it's dull. It's got the potential to be dull. Now, I think Sanchez is good, but somewhat overrated. I think that can happen. If you're a good fighter, people can sort of start hyping you up and you end up being overrated, even though you've got talent. And clearly, Sanchez does have talent. Kabayel looking like $1 million against Makhmudov, stopping him in his last fight. Rank underdog coming in, boxed beautifully, stopped Makhmudov in 4 rounds, was it? I think it was 4 rounds. Had him on the floor a couple of times. I'm looking forward to that one. And I think Kabayel, if he turns up with that sort of form, might beat Sanchez. But we will see. Then we've got Turkey Al Sheikh's favourite fighter, Mark Chamberlain, against Joshua Oluwaseun Wahab. Call him Joshua Wahab. Lightweight fight. Chamberlain, yeah, he must think all his Christmases have come early, because the excellent Turkey likes him a lot. Came out of the blue, didn't it? A bit left field, but yeah, he's getting his second gig on a Saudi card. Good payday for the fella. And Joshua Wahab, yeah, I have seen him before, but offhand I can't remember where. I'll have to have a think. I've definitely seen him before, but from what I can remember of him, and certainly with Chamberlain's current form, I think that might be a good fight. Then you got Moses Atama. Atama is, this gilt-edged prospect that we all know about, against Joshua Olawasuan. No, how am I talking? I'm getting my wires crossed here. Moses Tara against another guy I've not heard of or I don't know much about is a guy called Mezentchev. I can't remember his first name offhand. I don't know anything about him. I looked at his record, and I think this was beforehand on BoxRec. I had a quick look at his record. Nothing really there, I don't think, to sort of trouble Joshua, to trouble Moses. I don't know. Can't really comment on that one. I'll have to look into that. But like I say, I'm going to go into more detail later on. Then you've got Isaac Lowe and Hasbullah Ahmadi at featherweight. Lowe is being brought back after a couple of defeats, still floating around, has connections to the Furies. Is he Tyson Fury's cousin or something? They're all so many cousins flying around, I don't know. Not really much to say about that one. That's just that will probably be on the free-to-air stuff on YouTube before the main event. And then David Naika against Hasbullah Ahmadi. David Naika against Michael Site. Michael Sites is fighting Naika, and Ahmadi is fighting Lowe. That's right. Okay. Cruiserweights fight Naoka and Michael Sites. Don't know much about either of these guys, so again, I'm going to have a look, see what it is, see what they're all about, look at their records and so on. But overall, I would say this is a reasonable card. Pretty good. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. And of course, just as long as the headliners get in the ring, that's all I really care about. The rest of it, the Kabayel Sanchez fight really intrigues me. Opetaia and Brides, got a feeling Brides is past his best, but we'll see. That's got potential. And Chamberlain versus Wahab, I think that might be interesting. That might be worth a look. The rest of it, I mean, this isn't one of those great, stacked bonanzas that we've been seeing in Saudi, but at the same time, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And when you consider what they must be paying, Fury and Usyk, we've probably got a result with the undercard, because normally if you pay the headliners everything, you got no money to spend on the undercard. It was kind of like when Fury fought Dillian Whyte and then Chisora. The undercards were lousy because of that reason. Just didn't have the money to bring in decent undercard fighters. But this is all right. This ain't bad at all. This ain't bad. And a chance for certain fighters to make a name for themselves and to come back. Like Chamberlain. Chamberlain caught the imagination of the excellent Turkey. He's coming back now. Atama, good stage for him. Even someone like Isaac Lowe or David Naika, this is their chance to break out, give a good performance, and suddenly, I'd like to see him again. But we'll see. Anyway, what do you think? Are you happy with the card? I ain't really got a problem with it. Like I say, let's just hope that it goes ahead. But I think the announcing of the card suggests that, if someone pulled out, the people with the purse strings are not going to be happy. Not going to be happy. Anyway, tell me what you think. And if you're new to this channel, you could subscribe. That would be a big deal. And also hit the like button. I would appreciate that a great deal. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.